Okay, let me anyway briefly say a few words about this sequence of the techniques before we proceed. So as you know, we have 18 techniques, and two major approaches are like, first, to make a choice to pick up any of that 18 techniques and just practice any of them. And I have many good examples when people just choose just one technique and benefit amazingly. But the second approach is to take all 18 techniques and practice them every day. And then the huge question is about sequence. Okay, which technique is number one, number two, etc. Is it important at all? And if I'll speak about Kriya Yoga, we don't have any side effects. So it means if we practice Kriya Yoga properly, we can benefit enormously. Yeah, but if something is not really properly, then okay, that it will be just less benefit, spiritual, vibrational, etc. It's like some few weeks ago we spoke about, sorry to say, authentic and not authentic Kriya Yoga techniques. And actually, even if in some schools they take just small part of the Kriya Yoga or just preliminary techniques, and if they genuinely preach them and people practice them, even in this case benefit is there. But anyway, if we wish to get a huge benefit and results, then of course the best and only the choice is to know about proper sequence, or we may call it algorithm. Okay, slightly confusing is that there is no any one and only right and the proper sequence or algorithm. Okay, maybe I already told you that just last week, or better to say couple of weeks ago, I was in one city with my meditation program, and I just described one meditation technique, and then I just told to the people, okay, you have this technique, and you have second and third choice how you can practice. And one lady, actually she already practiced Kriya Yoga for a couple of years. She told me, oh please, no, don't give us 2 or 3 choices how to practice this technique. Please tell us exactly how it must be, because whatever choice we have, that only brings more confusion. And it was sweet and funny and great lesson for me as well, because better not to give many choices to the practitioners, because then it will be less confusion. But anyway, what can I do? I have to say that really we as you
many choices. I'm not confused.
Yeah, I know that you are not confused, but just for me, what is pretty important to remember, that at least from the very beginning, not to mention about many possibilities, because then for sure it's a huge confusion for the people. But anyway, let us say that better to be careful, better to pay attention to this fact that if we practice all 18 techniques, then we have a sequence. Means certain technique is the first one, then second, third, etc. So it means it's not So it means not perfectly your choice which to practice number one, which number two. So better to know. Better to know.